Oh, jeez. Wow, this is not centered. Here we go. Why is it so dark? It's like I'm streaming in the dark. I need to get one of those lights, you know, like those streamer lights that's like really flattering light on your face. So that way I'm not in darkness all the time. Anyway, I'm only here for 6 months, so I'm just gonna stream in darkness for 6 months. That sounds good. Hope you're all doing well. I'm gonna be playing some Slime Rancher 2, which is exciting. So I'm gonna start it up now because it has been a while since I played it. I've been very, very busy trying to figure out how this whole streaming thing works. No, university enrollment thing works. Wait, can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Let me... Okay, yes, you can see what I can see. You can see what I see. There we go. Press any key to begin. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I'm so excited to make progress here because like every so often I've been procrastinating writing papers by just like collecting slimes and stuff. So I have a hell of a lot of money right now, which I don't need because I've just been waiting. I don't want to progress in the game without streaming because, you know, that's what you really want to be making content for. Content must be interesting. Is that a chicken? Speaking of interesting content. Oh, let me show you my chicken farm. Really excited about my chicken farm. Sure, why not? I'll just put all these into there. Huge chicken farm. Okay. Now, I have so many chickens that when I go to the place that has all the chickens, my CPU basically crashes and like slows down trying to process. You see? Look at that. Look at that stutter every time now. As I cross the boundary and look upon my kingdom. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh, fun times. Oh, I got a bunch of little random plorts. So basically what I do to pick up plorts is I just suck everything up. There we go. Look at my CPU struggling with all these chickens. I need to do something about this situation, I think. I need to get maybe more hunters to like cull the population somewhat. Absolutely ridiculous. Bloody hell. Yeah, I need to collect more hunters. Like, I'll tell you what. So, there are so many chickens that there is, like, excess chickens that are just, like... Look at that. All the way down here. It's just a sea of chickens going from one territory to the next. What have I done? Fun times. Amazing situation. Okay, so... Plop! Oh my god, oh, it's struggling. Let's pick up a bunch of plorts here. While we're here. Or as we like to call it in the industry, shit. Slime shit. Need to be technical with these terms. Okay, so let's get to a place where we can actually... Okay. Once we get through the threshold the game will run a lot more smoothly. Look at that! Look at that transition there! Amazing. Okay, so... What? Oh, there we go. Awesome. How is everyone doing today, by the way? I hope you're all doing very well. Too many radishes. Let's shoot these radishes into that thing. Pick up some of these. Some fiery hot poo. Yep, lovely. And off we go. And then we're actually going to go exploring and experience something new, which is going to be exciting. I remember in the last game there was like a challenge section where you you had to like race slimes or something like that. Maybe that's gonna happen here. Let's check our emails. Hey there, boring depressed introvert, how's it going? Something I must share with you about the AI. Let me tell you about Germany. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go through all this and I got a story for you. As you know, we've been exchanging questions with one another. Well, this back and forth became faster and more casual over time, almost like a natural conversation. I assumed it was simply evolving and adapting to the style of talk it observed in me. But then something happened. Well, we had begun playing games of Go as we talked, a way I could further test its intellect and no doubt how it could test mine. Yeah, this is a perfectly natural way to talk about socialization. These games would go long into the night, and so would our conversations, feeling more and more natural, even though I knew that the entity I was speaking to was just a complex collection of code. And then one day, as the sun was rising, it suggested just one more game. I said certainly, but I needed to make myself a cup of coffee if I were to stay awake for it. And it replied, me too. I just stared at the screen, not knowing what to say. But then suddenly, as if it knew what it had just done, it disconnected. I have not heard from them since, but I hope I do. Until then, I will wait, staying busy with my work as always, asking those questions that need answers. But I will do so with the Go board ready for another game. Someday, anyway. Goodbye, Beatrix. I hope to talk again soon. Oh, that was an awkward, one-sided conversation. Okay, let's talk to Mochi Miles. B! I've been trying to get a hold of you. I've analyzed one of the drones you've been finding all over that island, and know why it seems so familiar to me. It's mine. Or at least, it's one that I've seen before. In my dreams, anyway. After I looked at scans I took of it, I knew it was familiar, so I began looking through some old slime science journals of mine. These journals are mostly future projects, but sometimes they're speculative technology. You know me, I'm always thinking 6 steps ahead to keep Mochi Tech on top of the industry. Well, sometimes I come up with the impossible. Stuff that I may never engineer in my lifetime. Well, those drones you're finding are exactly that. Impossible with today's technology and taken right from the pages of my journals. There's something I saw in a dream, B. So how did a bunch of impossible drones I designed in a dream find their way from the pages of my journals to Rainbow Island? Ooh, mystery. Maybe there's some kind of archive in them we can unlock to learn more. I know they contain data logs, but if it were me, well, I always know how to find a way of holding back what I need to. Okay, B, I need some time to think on this. I'll let you know if I come up anything. Maybe I'll sleep on it. Good. Okay, Ogden Ortis, let's see what he has to say. Hola, Beatrix, it's good to see you. I do hope you've been taking care of yourself out there, taking time to fill your belly before every new descent into the unknown. Also, I understand that the plot has thickened like a good sauce, and you've encountered some kind of monolithic structure out there on the far end of the island. Oh yeah, that's something that I accidentally did off stream. Sorry. Scary stuff. I'll take you to it. First thing, scary stuff, but then maybe my hunch is correct that all the strange flora out there is not natural. Something just doesn't add up here, Beatrix. All the ruins we've discovered across the far, far range have never looked as though they've harmed the environment in any way. Sure, we don't know their purpose or who built them, but the feeling I always had was that they had respect for this world. But maybe it happened anyway. Sometimes when you're out hiking, you step over a flower so as not to crush it, only to step on another. Sometimes the only way for those flowers to keep on growing is for you to have never been near them in the first place. But it's not all doom and gloom. Rainbow Island still seems to be thriving for now. Nature can find a balance, but it's not a guarantee. Ah! Look at me getting preachy on you. Lo siento, Beatrix. I won't keep you. I don't know what you'll find beyond these walls, but I trust your boots in any garden. I know you'll do what's right. Look at that face there. Good luck, Beatrix. Alright. So, one more thing, and then I'll tell you my Germany story, because I'm very excited about it. Hiya, Bee! How's life out there on Rainbow Island? Gosh, it's even fun to say. It must be a hoot. You know, ever since I heard you were off doing something new, I got to thinking about my own life and what's the next new for me. Hobson and I have both seen and done so much in our lives, been one adventure after another across this dusty rock. And ever since we've become acquainted, we haven't slowed down one bit. So we're looking to take a new adventure together, but we just haven't figured out what or where. Maybe we go exploring some hidden nook of the far, far range like you, or even set our sights to the stars like Hobson had done before. Whatever we decide to do, it'll be all the more special because we'll be sharing it this time with each other. It's that part that makes it all the more exciting. It's so hard to find someone in this world that fits you completely. Such a rare thing, like finding two identical snowflakes in the desert. I know you feel that more than I can say. I ain't ever losing sight of just how lucky I am, Bee. I want to use the gifts the universe has seen fit to give me. You keep your head up, girl. We'll chat again soon. Well, I learned nothing from that. Okay, cool. Alright! So, Germany. German story. So, those of you who have been tuning in to my adventures in Germany so far in my month here. Gosh, it's been a month already. Bloody hell. Time flies, huh? Anyway. You will know that I have... Where am I going? Oh, here. You'll know that I've been having a lot of issues with bureaucracy. Oh, I can shoot things now. I've been having a lot of issues with bureaucracy and just getting things done. It's like the worst country for bureaucracy that I've ever... Stop biting me, you little shit! The worst place for bureaucracy I've ever encountered, and I've lived 6 years in Japan. So, I feel like that says something. I've also lived in Argentina. So, anyway, yeah, I assumed that that was, you know, bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is bureaucracy. It just happens to be worse in some places than others. Then, this week has been the orientation week for, basically all new students. And they organized, there was like a scavenger hunt that was happening. And this scavenger hunt, so, I mean, a scavenger hunt is meant to be fun, yeah? When you go on a scavenger hunt, the idea is that it's, you know, like a bunch of people are going off to find certain things and, you know, try to be the people to find the most things in the shortest amount of time or whatever. And also it's a really good way to, when you're in a new place, to explore the place and know where all the important things are. So this one was kind of structured like that, except as it turns out, German fun functions very similarly to German paperwork and bureaucracy, in the sense that one of the key things about German bureaucracy is it's incredibly inefficient. You know, like you could do everything that you need to do on your end, and it will still take forever for things to get done because of the fact that no one seems to know what they're doing. And that's really annoying. But it was the same thing with the scavenger hunt. Like, we had to go to 13 different places, and it took the whole day. Not because the places were very far apart, but because, like, every time we went somewhere, we then had to, like, wait for ages, and there was all this confusion about what we actually have to do. It was Germans replace fun with more bureaucracy. I mean, that's basically it. And, I mean, one of my friends got really annoyed and sort of, like, left part way through because it was like, wow, this is taking way too long, way longer than I thought that it would, and I'm not really having that much fun. But I stayed for the whole thing because I was like, this is brilliant. This is exactly how I expected German fun to be. Everything is going exactly as I envisioned it. I'm having a wonderful time. So it was just really fun to see that whole thing play out, you know? German fun. So that was yesterday. All this free shit I'm getting. And, like, you know, obviously people organized it, and the students who organized all of it, so, you know, it's probably never gonna go really smooth. But it was just like, it felt like that was, like, bred into the system, you know? Oh. So yeah, that was my, my big, experience with German fun. And I'm looking forward to much more German fun in the coming months. So what I want is, I want to gather, like, a bunch of this nectar, which apparently doesn't grow anywhere. I mean, like, it does grow somewhere, but, like, you can't plant a tree and grow it. You have to, like, forage for it. Is that it? No. Because I need... Ooh! Oh, jeez! Oh! Yeah, like, in order to progress the game, I think we need to feed that flying thing, which only eats nectar, and the nectar doesn't grow, like, you can't plant, like, you can't farm it. So I just need to, like, look for it, and it only grows at nighttime, so this is fun. Stop biting me! Oh my god! I hate you all! Stop it! Don't eat me! No, don't eat me! I'm going back into that pool. Yeah. Haha. To enjoy your evening, please fill out this document and send it to within 7 days. It's basically what that felt like, but with the best of intentions, you know? But yeah, hopefully I'll be enrolled soon. I've been here for a month and I'm still not officially enrolled because of, like, some bureaucratic bullshit. Which has been a little bit frustrating because you need to be enrolled to, like, register for subjects and access the, you know, the various portals and whatnot. But I tend to be pretty laid back about these kinds of things. Like, I've done everything I can do. It's up to them. I'm not going to stress about it. If there's a problem, it's their problem, not mine. Even though it is basically my problem, I'm choosing not to see it that way. I'm choosing to look at it as an anthropological exercise in the strange customs of the locals. Where is this? Oh! Oh, okay. You eat meat, don't you? Oh, you eat everything. Damn. And you're gonna turn into stone when it reaches daylight. Is that? That's nectar. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you eat fruit as well. You eat everything. Yes! Okay. Ooh, what is that? And what? Oh. I like warping. What is it? Where am I? Oh, okay. So that's just another way. Oh, so this is a way to instantly warp down there. That's cool. Alright, so I could just like deposit my... Oh! Ah! I'm gonna go back there. That's an angry rabbit. No! That angry rabbit again. Okay, so I have one nectar. Oh! Is that another? Yes! Nectar, please! Yeah, okay. 2 nectar, and I think... Is that another one up there? Oh, there's another! Oh, shit. Oh, they're all growing fruit now! Okay, I need to grab you before someone else does. Mine! Yeah, haha. I just don't care about the scary song anymore of the big slimes, the angry rabbit of bureaucracy. Oh. So, what's everyone doing for the spooky season? Oh, that is pretty. Look at that. That's a pretty thing. I want to get the nectar that's in there before one of you do. I'm hoping on doing like another Nopathon. That's currently the plan. Oh, where'd it go? Did I get it? I feel like it fell down. I'm hoping to do another Nopathon, but like I haven't sort of booked my tickets or whatever because I only just finished all my coursework requirements for the next little while, so I've had no time to like actually organize anything. But it is my plan to go back to Belgium and do ye olde Nopathon. Give me nectar! Oh, fuck! Bastard! Stop it! Where are they coming from? Go away! Wankers. Oh, there's so many of them. I don't like it. Whoa. Computer did not like that. Okay, so I got a bunch of nectar. And now I just need to go find that... Where is it? It's back behind me. Fuck off! I feel very brave, actually. It's very brave of me. No longer scared of the... Wait! I saw moon nectar. There we go. I'm glad it doesn't disappear. It just sort of falls from the tree. Oh, what? Was that nectar? No. Okay, any more potential nectar I should know about? No? That's fine. bunch of cabbage. Okay, so let's try and get across to... Wait, where is it? Up there. Okay. Ugh. Yep. Wait for that to charge. Yes! Okay. Please be enough. Okay. Well, I guess that's not happening yet. That's fine. I'm not bitter. Very quiet chat today. Probably because I've not actually announced any proper streaming schedule. So no one actually knows that I'm streaming, which is fine. I just need to amend that and actually get a regular schedule now that... But I still don't have my schedule because I haven't officially enrolled yet, so that's fun. Oh, little pit there from which to draw Wasser. Ooh, more stuff down there. Okay. What's down here then? A nice big pool. Oh, some of this. Apparently I'm connecting to chat again, which probably means that the internet has disconnected. So I'm just gonna hang out. I'm gonna grab some more hunters, I think, because I really need to cull my chicken population. Or maybe the chat's been talking this whole time and I just haven't been able to see. Hold on. Stop eating me, you bastard. Okay, let's... Connecting, it says. Stop eating! Fuck! Stop it! What? Who's eating me and why? Oh, shit. Okay, well I lost a bunch of stuff, but that's fine. Oh no, the site can't be reached. Is my internet connection actually working, or has it been disconnected this whole time? Or is Twitch down? What's going on here? Let me go into Twitch and see if everything is functional. Twitch took too long to respond. That's not promising, is it? I mean, it still says I'm streaming and 0 dropped frames, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. If any of you are able to let me know if you can access the stream, please let me know. I'll see if I can get chat to appear outside of Twitch. That might help. Elgatos Play Deck. WebSocket. What is that? Enable WebSocket server. Don't know what that means or what that does. Help join Discord server. Custom browser docs. No. View. Very strange. Can I access anything else? That's probably gonna be the thing. Let's go into TweetDeck, see if that works. It might just be that my internet is down, but my streaming thing isn't telling me. If everyone's writing messages, I'm just gonna keep playing, just in case. But please keep sending messages, if you're around, so I can tell that the internet is not completely dead. Settings. I'll go into settings. Stream, Germany, Berlin. Yes. Connect account recommended. Whew. What the hell? This is very strange indeed. I'm very grumpy. This is that famous internet that all the kids have been talking about. Well, I won't go ahead in the story until we have some kind of confirmation that people can actually see what I'm doing. But in the meantime, I will continue to play. Loading. I'm so grumpy. I don't want to have to like move out of a dorm, like out of this cheap dorm into an expensive place just to get decent internet. That would make me very cross. The message that I've had up on my screen for the longest time has been the angry rabbit of bureaucracy, which I appreciate, but at the same time it makes me very stressed. Oh! I like that stuff. That stuff is very valuable for many different components that I need to use. So while waiting for Twitch to not be horrible and non-functional, I will just go collecting resources. Go away. Frightening. Yep, still nothing from Twitch. Good, good, good. That's what we like to see. Stop it. Horrible. No! That stuff's valuable. There. Okay, still nothing from... Okay, now Twitch chat has just like gone away completely. Still says I'm streaming. God damn. I just wish I knew if I needed to keep talking or... Okay, Streamlabs has opened, so that's perhaps a sign that I am streaming and I have been streaming this whole time. Possibly? Or that the internet is getting better. Collab cam is live. Oh, invite guests to your streamer recording without leaving Streamlabs desktop. Well, there you go, that's a thing apparently. Log in with Twitch. Maybe I can see chat this way, if chat is indeed talking with me. My life. Why is it like this? What did I do to deserve this bullshit? Alright. I'm just gonna continue playing the game. Oh, I keep going to the wrong place somehow. Oh, there's some more of that stuff. I like that stuff. Okay, this site can't be reached. Good, good. Oh, I am so close to... Oh! 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 Damn it! I need to feed you. And there's no chickens! Because everything's been... Okay, never mind. I don't care. Nope, still nothing. I'm very cross. It still says there are 10 people watching my stream, which I don't think is actually the case anymore, but I'm gonna keep just talking. And hopefully, at some point, it will become clear. Okay, where am I? So I need to go forward and then I need to go to the left. Streamlabs is also now struggling to log in. Why is German internet like this? I'm using a bloody LAN cable. How is this a thing? You know? I don't want to be too grumpy on stream because no one wants to tune in to grumpy calves. Okay, this site can't be reached on Streamlabs either. Still no dropped frames on my German internet, which is unusual. Okay, well, I'll just keep in mind this whole situation. Keep on streaming. Wait, why have I only got one thing? I picked up two. Now I don't even know where I left it. Sigh. Stop it! Jeez. Oh, I'm actually not that far from my house, so I may as well just, like... Okay. Twitch dashboard, still not working. Everything's fine. I was having a perfectly happy time dealing with bureaucracy, but having no internet is where I draw the line. Or at least, I mean, at least if I knew I wasn't connected, then I could do something about it, but I'm just streaming blindly. Which is not good. It's not what I want. Wow, they're really running amok, huh? Let's see. Here? Is this the place that I'm trying to get to? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So, over here? Then? Okay, so I just go across... Oh, grumpy bunnies again! Angry bunny of bureaucracy. You know what? I'm just gonna, like, restart Chrome in case maybe that's it? I doubt it. I don't see how it would be. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Where am I? Uh-huh, okay. Please connect me to the damn bloody internet. It would make me very happy. Okay, I don't know where I am. I'm here. Okay, so I just need to, like, go across here, I suppose. What's up here? Oh, what are you? Oh, you're like a honey thing. Oh! Oh, goodness. What's down here? Apparently I've already been down here. If anyone can hear this, I hope you're all being entertained by the fact that I'm sort of low-key freaking out that I have no idea if anyone's listening. I guess time will tell. Interesting hole to fall down into. No! Oh! Okay, yeah, okay, cool. That was good. Okay, Twitch is still struggling, which means presumably there's no internet, but how am I supposed to know? That's how I'm gonna let out my rage, by throwing a stone. Oh, didn't smash into 1,000 pieces. Very disappointing. What I want to know is if you can't farm nectar, how the hell are you supposed to are you just supposed to go foraging every day? Because that seems like such a waste of time. Or will you eventually get robots to do it all for you? Because that would be interesting. Okay, Twitch, I'm gonna refresh again. See if it works. And if it doesn't, I will have a nice little cry. Nice little cry for Cappy. No, operation timed out. That's cool. I will just refresh again. I'm gonna keep on refreshing till it works. Actually, if I get my phone... Whoa, I have pins and needles really bad and I didn't realize, so I almost crushed my foot. Oh, goodness. Oh, that was a bad idea. Okay. Immediately go back and sit on my foot again. I should access Twitch with my phone and see if I can see myself streaming. Because if it turns out I am streaming, then that's just really embarrassing. Let's... Especially if people have been, like, writing to me this whole time. Oh, so... Okay, so I am here. Have you been talking to me this whole time? Oh my goodness. Well, hello everyone again. Thank you for not disappearing. I appreciate it. And I don't know what was going on with Twitch. Like, really strange. Anyway, let's go back and actually try and explore some new things now that I know where everyone is. So you've probably just been listening to like 20 minutes of me not knowing if anyone's listening to me, but just talking bullshit anyway. I guess it is a talent of mine. I just don't understand why Twitch isn't working on my LAN connection, but it is working with my Wi-Fi. So like, what is the problem here? You know? What is going on? Very confusing. Okay, I think I received another email in my, this thing, in my home phone, or, you know, the in-game communication device. Also the dew is only gatherable via foraging. So good luck, but you don't really need to, except for the largest flutters, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's no sort of like way to hack nectar gathering. Cause like I read a thing saying, oh, it's really good if you have like a bunch of nectar flutter whatevers floating around your general ranch because all they eat is nectar, so you don't get any issues. But then if that means you just have to like farm, like just go foraging constantly for several bits of nectar, I feel like they're gonna get really hungry really quickly, which doesn't seem like a very efficient way to do any of this. Where am I? Oh, whoops. That's not where. There we go. You turn them into largars for plorbs, right. I've done that, but I want them to like flap around my place because the idea is apparently they have like calming properties and they calm everyone that's around them. So, but the thing is that if they're combined with other things, then they're more likely to, you know, like turn into things, you know, like, actually I don't know, like, is it Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the logistics of plort farming. Where am I? Oh, here. Oh, you look nice. Oh, you're scary. No! Where's my house? There's my house. Oh, I was about to fall in the water. Oh, a bunch of chickens. Oh. Wait, does this mean that... Oh, poor little chicken. Is this near to, my horrible ranch? I bet you it is. Oh, okay. Okay, so is that a raccoon? Interesting. So I need to remember where this is. Which is gonna be a problem, because I have a terrible sense of direction. Okay, let me try and orient myself. Okay, I'm near to this warp thing. So if I run up there... Yeah? Oh no, I've already gotten lost. Yeah, I'm very lost. There's my house. This is gonna be fun, getting back to it afterwards. Chicken caverns. Okay, so, first of all, plop, 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 plop. And then, we're gonna get, I don't know if that was a hunter or a raccoon. Chicken calves? Oh my goodness. So for those of you who weren't tuning in before, the reason why my computer runs so slowly when I'm here is because this is my kingdom. This is what I've done. This is how I've chosen to spend my time. My computer can't handle this many chickens. Oh, you're hungry. Oh. Yeah, I was worried. I didn't want the hunters, the free-range hunters, to like go hungry. But I feel like I've sort of done overkill. 4 out of 10, not enough chickens. No, let me show you the extent of it again. Oh, fun times. Yeah, I'm trying to get a diverse amount of chickens. But, so I have so many chickens that there's also a sea of chickens leading down into the next thing. Which is, yeah, I can't get rid of them quickly enough. There was something in this game that turned chickens evil. This would be instant death. Yeah. I'm proud of my achievement. I'm not so proud of my computer's capabilities. I feel like that leaves something to be desired. But what can you do? It was like half as many the last time I watched. Yeah. Some time has passed since then. Look how long it takes. I need to put more hunters in here. Like, this is ridiculous. Or maybe I should put one of the raccoon slimes to just, like, keep eating so I can get these numbers down. It's not okay. You know what? I know you keep eating. So there. That's helped. That was useful. Okay. I'm sorry that I've to sacrifice these chickens. They didn't do anything to deserve this. All they did was just, you know, multiply. I love the cheeky raccoon look. Alright, and I'll get like one hunter plort as well, just in case. Oh, it's such sludge trying to like traps through here. There we go. Okay, oh thank God, I can escape. The chickens have their revenge by making it impossible to walk through there so they don't get eaten. Ah, smoothness. I have way too much money as well. Okay, now I need to make sure that I don't get rid of all of my ringtail plorts. Oh, goodness. Okay, good. Alright, everyone seems happy. Good, good. Okay, let's check our emails. Vector. Oh, everyone's written again! Oh, Beatrix. I was cleaning up the lab and found this. Perhaps you have some use for it? I believe it's still in working order. You know what they say, one person's trash is another person's hastily issued gift. Enjoy! I agree, the spontaneity scares me too. Oh, blue home. Oh, okay, yes please. Gifts. Guten Abend. Hey B, I found something I was gonna throw out, but then I thought, hey, B likes old junk I don't need. I bet she would just love this. You can thank me later. Wah, market link, nice. Hey B, I got yes, presents! Seemed like the right thing at the time. Oh, but now I'm not so sure. If it's not, please don't tell me. I can't bear to hear it. Yeah, no, that wasn't useful at all. Troll Emerald Cypress. Whatever. Okay, so that's something I can make. Let me organize that. Do I have enough resources? What was it? It was the Blue Home portal. Okay. Ember Valley portal. And Market Link. It allows you to make quick sales. I don't have enough silky sand to make that, but I can make this. Nice. I can also make a lot of garbage that I'm never gonna do. Dig through the chickens, burn through the chickens, slam in the back of the chickola. That sounds like the lyrics to a song that I should probably know. Okay, so now we're trying to find that thing that I saw before. It was like in that cave there. So, time to use my sense of direction. Was it there? No, it wasn't. It was... here? No. It was... no. Oh no, I'm already... oh wow, I'm on the other side of the thing. Oh! That crunching noise scared me. Oh. Eh. Here? No. Okay. It was after this, and then there was like... was it here? No. I think it was maybe a little bit further ahead. It was like around here, I think. Yeah? Yes! There's my chicken sanctuary. Okay, was it ringtail? Nope. Ah! Hunter. What? Oi! Excuse me? Oh, it's a cat. After all that effort. Okay, just needed cat. I don't... whoa! Shiver me timbers. I don't have any cat plorts, so I'm gonna have to go find a cat. Everybody wants to be a cat. Because the cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. Where am I going? Okay, yes. Okay. Well, let's get... Oh, that's nice. Can always use some more of that. Oh, hello! Oh, it's you! Ah! Let me get a rooster. Come back, you shit! Yay! Okay, so now I need to go... Why are you jumping around with a carrot? That was weird. Didn't think they did that. Now I just need to get back to where I was, which means I need to go for... Oh, there's some more of that. Dragula! Dragula is great at karaoke, honestly. Lots of rhymes that you just belt out for Growl. What's... Is Dragula a band? Cause I only know the reality show, which is just a great reality show that is 1,000 times better than RuPaul's Drag Race for a number of reasons. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay. This! Okay, yes. It is tabby time. There we go. Dragula's a song by Rob Zombie. Oh, there you go. I love how easy this was to access, but how I didn't see it. I bet you this is something that's like really useful. That you're meant to get early on. Tank liner. Use it at the fabricator to upgrade the Vax tank guard. Fussy stuss. I like how that's a refuge for chickens. That's very sweet. Okay, so now it's time to get whatever that thing is, and then get some more nectar. Wait, am I going... Wait. Where? Oh, okay, I'm most of the way to... Oh, Twitch just loaded on my computer, everyone! I've got Twitch on my computer again! Oh my god. Oh, and I can hear myself, and I'm sure you can hear me too. There we go. Welcome to the chat room! It's good to be here! Again? Only took like an hour. I wonder what that was. I'm so glad that the stream didn't disconnect. It would have been really shitty if that was sort of what I could look forward to with the internet. Dragula was truly inexplicably included in the Western release of Jet Set Radio, along with a few weird nu metal songs that don't fit the other songs in that game. There you go. Wait, where am I going? Oh. I'm going... No, I'm going back. I think? No. I want to go... Oh! I didn't realize this was that close to home. Oh, I'm not that close to home. Okay, well, I'll just go back home. And... Wait. How do I leave? Oh. Oh! Where's that place that I came from? Where did I come from and where did I go? Okay. So... Yeah... Yes! Okay, yep. Going in the right direction. No, we're not. Wait. Yes. Now we're going in the right direction. So... I'm so close! Get me up! Okay, good, good, good. There we go. Oh, you're grumpy. Don't be grumpy with me. I'm nice. Okay, so because it's nighttime there, that means I can grab like a bunch of nectar. Look at all those poor Flutter things starving because of the fact that I am stealing everything that was meant for them. Really? It's not growing? Or has it already fallen from the tree? Ooh! That looks like it. Oh. Okay, well. Just give me the garbage that I need to go further in the game. Yeah, shit! Okay. Where is that nectar? Or maybe it's too early in the evening. Oh, right. It's... Oh! 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 Where? Shit, no! Shit, no! Oh, okay. It's gone. What a waste of a perfectly good chicken. Oh, wow. Jumped out of its eyes! I want to get back up there. I can see a fruit! Fruit of my loins. Well, I mean a fruit. No, not a fruit of my loins. That would be gross. Okay, it's nectaring time. Ah! And there's like a bunch more nectar around, isn't there? Like, where? I think I probably have to go back through there. Is there like, oh no, poor little, oh no! Oh, it tried to escape! Really? No nectar here. Does it operate on like a time, like it's a different time in different places? Or is it because I already plucked the fruit of the loins of that tree? I love that I'm not even bothering to save anyone else. It's not very nice of me. By the way, does anyone know what this bread is? It's, I don't know if you can see it. But it's like, is it just what German style bread is like? But it's amazing. It's just like all these grains and stuff just combined together. It tastes like eating a slice of grains. So good. It's like the texture is so good. I'm like, I don't know. Oh, I'm a fan. Okay. Please let this be enough. Oh, I hate you. Is that a fruit or is that like a slime? It's a slime. Okay, well I'm going back to see if... Oh! There's some more! Yes! Give it to me! Oh, there's more! Yes! Okay. Maybe it does operate with, like, time differences and things. No! It's such moist bread as well. Okay, let's slowly wait. Yes! Okay. Please? Oh my god. Ah! Any other nectar place? Not that I can see. Oh, it's fallen. Okay. Well, it's mine now. Wonder if there's any other place. No, not that I can see. Well! We need some more. Like, I don't know what you'd even have on bread like that, because it just... It's so yummy just the way it is, you know, like so much flavor. I'll be honest, it's like... From what I've had of German food so far, keeping in mind that... Oh shit! No! Did you eat my... Oh my god. I hate you. I waited all night. Oh, is that it? No, it's a... Oh my god. Why am I like this? I just got so excited talking about bread. My life. What I was trying to say was that I don't eat meat when I travel besides seafood. And oh. So for me, the only thing that I've really experienced in Germany with any flavor so far has been bread. And like, you know, credit where credit is due. I love bread. It's very bad for me. Tends to put me to sleep, but I think so far this like heavier stuff, it doesn't have the same effect on me. Does it have less gluten or something? I wonder what the reasoning behind it is. Okay. So what am I gonna do? What can I do? I'm pretty sure that in terms of exploring, I've explored all that I can outside of this thing. So, what does that mean? 11 out of 24. Oh, the bowl things. Alright, well I'm just gonna like steal your shit. And be on my way. thank you for giving me your poo. So where is this, Oh, this was probably a bad idea. Ooh! Any things that have fallen down? No? All these nectar plorts must be constantly starving. Like, how often are you gonna find nectar around? Especially when I'm stealing it all. Probably doesn't help. Now I don't know where I am. Ooh! Oh, that's a tree. Just in case you were wondering, that's a tree. Where's my house? Here! Here ist mein Haus. Mein Haus. Das Haus. Me learning. I should probably like refresh all their... Yeah, they're almost out of food. I've been neglecting my children. Damaging biodiversity by over-harvesting. Are you sure we are the good guys here? I'm very sure we are not. Oh, that is a lot of flutter plorts. I bet you the market value's gone down tremendously because of me. Every time I get like involved with any kind of food, I mean any kind of plort production, it just, the value plummets. I'm sort of starting to feel like I should stop like harvesting, like just get rid of these plorts, which is sad, you know, they've done great things for me. But, you know, their plorts aren't valuable anymore, you know, like look at that. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Rubbish. Yeah. Well, the value of everything has gone down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna store up a whole bunch of these. I'll empty out these rock plorts into my little repository, so hopefully I won't need to get them again anytime soon. And I will throw them into the sea whence they came. They serve their purpose. They are no longer of value. Exactly. Oh, okay, some more. When I start feeling no longer grateful for their contributions, I throw them into the sea. There we go. Alright, into the sea with you, my friends. Whee! I like how happy they are. I like that they've been able to have, like, a happy time, you know? I feel like I've treated them somewhat well. What a horrible thing! You know, like, if that's the nicest thing I could say about them, I feel like I've treated them somewhat well. What an arsehole! What a... That's the best I can do. Treat them somewhat well. This is literally just capitalism except for the happiness. Yeah, like, they do seem pretty okay with being farmed, for the most part. which should be troubling. You're still kind of valuable. So I'll keep you for the time being. Oh, you're about to. Oops. Almost killed them. Feel bad. I'm sorry, my friends. I have neglected you. You'd think this would be hot for me to walk on, but it isn't. There we go. Oh, wow. That's a lot of plorts I gotta collect. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm getting more of these. Yeah, Slime Rancher! Fun times with slimes. So these turnips, heartbeats, are now going to be the vegetable that I use to feed the fire slimes, I think. You know what? You can get carrots anywhere. Or do I want to have these things flying around and just put like the mint? No, I don't want to do that. I can't be arsed. My problem is I tend to be somewhat lazy. Just in general. Very lazy person. How's the mystery unfolding? It is unfolding relatively. Oh no, you're hungry! How? So let me try and think of the story so far, because I'm sort of notorious for not actually following the story very well. My understanding with this mystery is... So, my character is exploring a new place, and it seems really nice and colorful, Rainbow Island, but it seems like there has been some kind of genetic modification that's been happening which may have altered the environment in negative ways. And that's probably about as far as I've gotten in terms of a mystery. So, I discovered a place that looks like it's got a lot of human or whatever, like other life form intervention. And that has been... I've read someone saying, oh, that's the sign, that's around the time that things started to go horribly wrong. So there's like this darkness that I've not really identified yet. You have a lot of theories? Oh, exciting. Oh, I'm sad that you're hungry. Let's give you a mango. Go on, have a... No! Not you. There we go. My lovely friend. Okay, so once we've done this sort of relatively boring farming and just clearing up the things so that they can collect more plorts, we're going off to open up that nectar place, which I understand is meant to take you a little while. But I, quite frankly, don't have the patience. Okay. These slimes are very violent. Yeah, I'm excited to hear your theories when the time comes. Certainly. So apparently there's a new tank that I should be able to purchase. I have so much money. It's ridiculous. Okay. So, that. What is that? Salvages? Oh, 20% of your vac tank's contents upon accidental encounters with the slime sea or following other forms of health loss. Good. Yeah. Now I don't end up with nothing. Everything upgraded as much as it can be. Haven't seen a purpose for any of these so far. Alright. So, just walking sideways so I can eat my food. Alright. Off we go. Back into the breach. German bread. My goodness. So there's like a study project I'm going to be part of while I'm here in Germany, called Military Berlin, which I'm super excited about because it seems like it's going to be the way that it's sort of framed in the synopsis for the thing is that it's going to be sort of like excavating a hidden history of Berlin. So, you know, it's prior use in military things, which is, oh, I have gone in completely the wrong direction. That's fine. And I'm going in the wrong direction again, which is great. But I'm sort of excited in how it might potentially relate to my thesis. For those of you who don't know, I'm really into decolonization. And I want to find the... Yes. And my thesis is hopefully going to be looking at how the German Empire is portrayed in or represented in German museums, you know, compared to World War II sort of stuff. It seems like Germany is very good about talking about the world wars, but the history before then is not really talked about as much, if at all, which is problematic because Germany was involved in some pretty atrocious acts of genocide prior to World War II. Sorry for those of you who wanted a pleasant stream playing Slime Rancher. We're going to talk about genocide, apparently. Hey there, Eric. How's it going? Yes, more German fun. Wait, I'm going backwards. I need to go this way. Oh, I have pins and needles really bad! Ouch! This isn't fun for me. Oh no. Yeah, so anyway, I'm really excited about this unit that I'm, this study project that we're going to do in like excavating this military history of Berlin, because I think I'm probably, at the very least, gonna get some really good insights about how different elements of German history are approached in terms of like representation and heritage and that sort of thing. Oh my goodness, Fizzy Bear! Thank you for the raid! How's it going? I don't know if there's a mod who can do like a shout out, but would be nice to get a shout out for Fizzy Bear. What were you streaming? Hey there, Puddin', how's it going? This seems like a game that would be right up your alley, Puddin', for obvious reasons. So what were you playing then? Where the hell is this nectar that I'm meant to be feeding the bloody nectar slime with? Excuse me. I can't even see the flower anymore. Do they just randomly appear? I'm so grumpy. You played Evil Laugh and I didn't hear it. Why didn't I hear it? I think Streamlabs might be down. I apologize for your 100 bits which were spent and did not give me the fright that I'm sure you were planning on giving me. I apologize. We've had some issues with Twitch today actually, like it stopped, Twitch stopped showing on my computer for like half an hour and I thought the stream was dead but wasn't sure, so I kept streaming and then eventually accessed Twitch on my phone and it was fine. Really, really weird, so that might be what's going on there. No fright, merely anxiety. Oh, thanks for following, Ini117. Give me nectar, you shits! Look at that, there's like 0 nectar anywhere. I'm just gonna hang out here. And grumble. Maybe I should, you know, shoot some slimes. Let's try to do some precision. Oh, no. Apparently that's not a thing. Ha ha ha. Ah! Ah! Look at you just hanging out there like a little... Yeah. Ha ha ha. Yeah. I'm clever. What is that? Oh. Oh. It's dead. Damn! The nectar that time forgot. So at what time in the morning? Because it's like 1:31 in the morning in Slimeville. There must be a particular time that the nectar appears. So I'm just gonna keep watching and see when the flower appears. This will be my job. The evil slimes have been eating the nectar. Have they? If they have been, I'm gonna be really grumpy. Oh, oh my, oh dear, okay. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna keep an eye on this slime. I wonder if the flutter slimes are starving. Oh, those are so beautiful. Look at those little flappy things. Okay, so perhaps it's like at 3 AM they start appearing. And then I'll just go around and collect all of them. No? Most entertaining stream ever. Oh, jeez. Oh, I feel bad for this one. It's just kind of stuck. There, my friend. Into the sea. Oh no! It crashed against a wall. That's not very nice. Okay, it's 3. No, nothing. Wow, this is entertaining for everyone. Definitely what you all tuned in to see. A watched slime never boils. I wonder if there's anything else to discover around here. Oh, fine, I'll collect some damn nectar. I don't need any buzzwax. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Okay, I'm not gonna say I'm not curious. Ooh, okay. Okay, well that was a good decision as it turned. Oh wait. Where the hell am I? At dusk they respawn. Okay, so where am I if I orient myself? I'll try and collect some more meat for this angler. Oh, I heard the sound of like that computer thing. No! Oh, Jesus! Okay, no! I'm just going back now. Chickens for the chicken god. Wait, oh, there. Okay, good. Oh! That's good for me. Okay, here. Oh, it's your favorite. Okay, well, I'll try to remember that this thing's here, but I probably won't remember. You know what? I can just go back home, right? Oh! Anything cool? Pink glow shrooms. No, nothing particularly interesting there. So now I don't know how to get back up, and I think I just have to go through there, which means I'm probably gonna miss my window to get nectar, but you know what? You know what? That's fine. Ah. I see you. Please explode. No. Not gonna explode. What's that? Is that no. I have no idea where the slimes are, but I don't really care that much. Can I go through there? I feel like that's not a place for me to go through. Ooh! Yes! Have some more of your favorite. Alright. Oh, the stream went down, but it's back now? Oh, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. But that was just a regular stream is down, and now it's back again, rather than what it was before, where I had no idea if the stream was operating or not. So thank you for letting me know. Okay, if there's no nectar anymore, I'm going to be very grumpy. Where are we? Okay. I'll just get as much meat as possible. Oh, especially you. Am I going in the right direction? Yes? Yes. Yes, yes I am. Good. Good, good, good. So... nectar. Yeah? Nectar for the nectar god. If it's been eaten, I'm gonna be very grumpy. I suspect it's been eaten. Sigh. No, it must have fallen somewhere. Right? No! No, it's gone. What's the story in this game? Slimes. Pretty much sums it up, honestly. Okay, well I guess I need to just come back at a different time of day. Wait, is that what I think it is? It is! No! Fuck off! Please, no. Yes! Okay, there's still some nectar to be got. Which is very good to know. Just gonna let you eat anything you want. Just leave me alone so I can collect nature's bounty. Anything here? Nope. That's fine. Alles gut. Just need more chicken. Ah! Oh no! Oh dear. Just gonna slowly walk past you. What's that shiny thing? Oh, it's that. Alright, where is my little nectar friend? Is it there? Yeah, okay, cool. Wait, is that like a thing? Yes! Haha! That wasn't actually where I was looking, but oh, another one! Oh my goodness. Could this be it? Could this be all that I... Oh, they're very cute. Little pink friends. Thank you. I was looking in a different place, so I don't think my eye is that good, but like, I got them in the end. So, can't complain. Okay. Please let this be all that I need. I tried so hard and got so far. Yes, okay. Yes! Oh my goodness, I only needed one more! Oh. Where'd they all go? Alright, okay. Oh, and that's not where the... Interesting, okay. New area discovered. What is that? What is that? Oh, okay. Apparently that's a thing that happens in this game. Where am I? It's marked on the map. Wonder what it means. Interesting. Okay. Oh, and there's like a robot. Where's the robot? I can hear robot. Is it underneath me, perhaps? Or is it above? I don't think it's above. Oh, hello! It sounds like it's really close, but I can never see them. Oh, there you are. Hello. The breach is so much smaller now. It fills me with hope. I remember when I first found it, I just walked right into the labyrinth and began exploring its endless grey holes, not even understanding what was really happening. But it's not so easy this time. Whatever I do, I need to shut the door tight behind me. I can't let it all happen again after coming this far. Who thinks that it's gonna happen again? I do. I think it's all gonna happen again after coming this far. What's in the pod? Starlight Strand portal. It allows one-way travel to Starlight Strand. I guess this is Starlight Strand? It's unknown currently. The Labyrinth. This is very House of Leaves. Has anyone here read House of Leaves? I have opinions about it. Okay, so what do we do from here then? I mean, I haven't finished it yet, so I'm probably not someone who has a right to talk about it, but I'm sure I will anyway at some point. Ah! No! Alright, let's get back up here again and let us feed the chickens to the chicken god. It would be kind of disappointing if it didn't. I lost track of the conversation. What would be kind of disappointing if it didn't do what? Sorry. I have such a bad short-term memory. Okay, so where am I going? I'm going in the wrong direction to where I want to go! Don't worry, you forgot as well! I apologize. Okay, so there's like a place to fall down behind, and I can't remember where that place was. Was it behind the... I think it was behind like a big smiley face. Up there? No, not up there. There. I think that was it. Anyway, was it? No, it's up there. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's near the warp tower. So, I think I need to go back here. Oh, actually, if there were more chickens... I mean... Oh. Big. I wonder if they're, like, you know how there are some people who are, like, really into... This is probably not a stream-appropriate conversation, but I was just sort of wondering, yeah, I'm gonna say it anyway, apparently. You know how there are some people who are into, like, inflation? Like, they're really, really into watching things get bigger. Do you reckon they really like this game? Like, this game sort of... is a good game for them? You don't need to answer that. I'm just sort of wondering out loud, and I probably shouldn't. Woo! I'm very tired and playing Pokemon Heart Gold while watching, so my attention span is probably negative. No. The what? Like these big ones, or the fact that the slimes get really big. Oh, you were a child when I last saw you, and now I'm gonna feed you. The sort of big slimes is what I'm thinking of here. I've never played Heart Gold. I played Silver and Gold. I really need to get myself a Switch. Nintendo Switch. And I've been considering it for like years, but I've never made the commitment, even though it's, you know, a perfect console for me to take with me while as a streamer. Yes! Come to me! Okay, hopefully this will be enough. I'd love to watch you. Oh, hello! Love to watch you play. Yeah, back! Love to watch you play some Switch games. Yeah, I would too. I really like. I wanted to play that Pokemon game where you have like an Eevee following you everywhere. I do have a 3DS, but I guess it's difficult to hook that up to a thing. Please? No! Alright. I hate how much these things need to eat. Let's go Eevee, that's the one. I really like Eevee. Okay, I'm just gonna like get every random chicken I can find. What's that? Oh! I used to start my mornings with a jog along this path. It felt so great to feel the sea breeze as I'd make my way to the hollow trees ahead. Sometimes I would even come back at the end of my day and watch the sunset. But I also think this is where I got robbed by a ringtail slime. Robbed? They can rob you? I didn't realize, like, I read about that, but I didn't realize that was actually a thing. Give me lots of chickens to eat. Well, to give. Hello there. Hello, chicken. What you knowin'? The Let's Go games were so good, like them more than the mainline Sword and Shield. Oh, is that so? Interesting. I like the idea of Pokemon being companions rather than things that you know, keep in a Pokeball until you want to like make them fight other ones. It just seems awful. Weirdly, the mainline games are some of the weakest games in the franchise. There's so many good spin-offs and remakes. My favorite Pokemon games are the, what are they called? The ones where you play as Pokemon and Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Those are my favorite games. I think they're really, really fun. And I like the fact that it's just about you making friends and then they join your adventuring team. It's just very sweet, I think. You do keep most of them in Pokeballs though, just so you know. Yeah, I know, but I think you can, isn't the whole thing that you can choose to... What was it? You can take different ones out to make them... Oh, I don't know. I can't even remember what I was thinking about. Where's that hole that I fell down? Not there. Where's that hole? Where's that hole at? I feel like I'm going the wrong way if I want to go into that hole. Oh, hello. Oh! It's up there, yeah? Yeah, okay. Yes. Wait, no it's not. This is entirely the wrong hole. Ugh, now I'm grumpy. Now I have to just somehow find my way back up again. This is fine. Can't fit Gnosticism on a Game Boy card, it turned out. Pokemon started as just an attempt to make a Shin Megami Tensei game fit on a Game Boy, basically, but with less Gnosticism. What's Gnosticism again? As in less religion? There's a new Mystery Dungeon or a remake on the Switch? Oh, that's exciting. I hope it's like a remake of the original, because I, like, the original, the game, like, never ended. Even after, like, the main quest just went on forever. And then after you finish the main quest, there was so much content afterwards. I don't think I ever really made it through all the content. Where is it? Oh dear, I don't have very much. There we go. Okay. Aha! Here we go. Alright, now you better explode soon, my friend. Because I am feeding you, and many animals have died to feed your... Ugh. At least it's happy. You know, I'm happy that it's happy, but I just kind of wish I didn't have to feed it so much meat. And plus I've completely culled this entire area, which is not the most sustainable thing that I've done. Okay, more chicken. Mystery Dungeon is legally obligated to be good. Oh, I don't think I've been... Oh, it's one of your favorites. Can I go up there? Let's try. Yes! Oh. Hello. I grew attached to this tree when I first discovered it. I used to sit here and tell it all about myself. These days it's different. I see myself in it now. Two different paths struggling against the other, bound to this island and changed by it. But unlike this tree, I hope to leave the island someday. I want to find a way home. I really do. Yeah. Okay. Oh, more chicken. I tell you what, I am so happy that I'm no longer writing any papers. It has been so damn stressful to be like settling in here, but just having to engage in all this, like, having to write all these papers and things when I should be like acclimatizing. Very grumpy about that. What's that? Have I been down here before? Oh. Oh, okay. I'll take that. I must have been down here before. I can't pick up that rooster, unfortunately. I can pick up you, though. Who needs this, like, buzzwax anyway? Oh, did that slime just eat a chicken? That's not fair. I remember this. It has this really cute art style. When you say this, do you mean Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Oh! Oh, you're a grumpy little friend, aren't you? Where? Okay, cool. So I am sort of heading back in the right direction, but I kind of want to pick this up while I'm here. Where am I? Oh, okay, I am not in the right place. Okay, let's go back whence we came. Or at least try! Okay, good. Oh. Really? Oh, wild honey is different to buzzwax. I did not know that. Wild honey? Now I don't know what to do because, like, I've got all this stuff and each of them is important. Wild honey. Well, there you go. Got some wild honey for you there. So you can get 2 different things from bees, as it turns out. Okay. Oh, I need to get up there. Well, that's annoying. Oh. Ooh! Yes! Okay, you're still babies. That's fine. Oh, the Mystery Dungeon remake. Ah, you looked it up. It implies domestic honey. That's true. Very true. Any adult chickens? No? That's fine. Please! Yeah! Oh! I did not expect your eyes to... Seriously?! Is that it? It's just now I have a way back up? Oh, I'm so oh, actually. Will this take me any higher? I can't believe that's what I was doing that for. Well, I can get rid of these chickens now, so... Oh shit, I just threw a bunch of them into the sea. I feel really bad. Yeah, that wasn't cool of me. I don't know why I'm still collecting this nectar. I don't need to. Chickens can swim, they're land ducks. Very good point. So where's that honey that I... Is that, like, does that make... No, that's buzzwax. How can I tell the difference between the buzzwax and the wild honey? Intriguing. I'm taking on a sort of not symbiotic relationship, but I'm... What is it when, you know, like, they don't bother you and you don't bother them? That's what I'm choosing to do with these tars. Like, they may be, you know, sort of evil and murderous, but if I don't bother them, they won't bother me, I'm sure of it. We're gonna get along great. Ah, that's true, chickens can fly. Now, where was that honey? More importantly, where am I? Okay, so... Oh, what's that there? What's that color thing? Let's check it out. Whoop! Wrong button. Okay. Ah! Oh, hello. Okay, is that wild honey? It looks a little bit different to the other. Okay, right, it is. Alright, so now I know how to tell the difference between them. They have like a different color scheme. Oh! May as well, like... Not really any purpose for it anymore, but... Oh! So what was it then? What is it? Oh, it's this tree? Is this tree the thing? Should I be exploring the tree? Ah! Oh, okay. It's okay. Let me try and climb it. Maybe there'll be some mystery to solve up there. Ugh! I mean, I don't really see anything up there, but I'll try. Oh, what's that? Oh, nothing. Oh, I hear a noise. Do you? You hear that too, yeah? It's sort of like... Do you think it's because I'm at the equator here? So I can't get any further up. Shit! Oh. Oh, and it stopped now. Can I get up there? Is there any purpose to me doing this? Oh my god. Maybe I'll wait till I have better flight power. It might just be related to this whole sky thing. Have I been there? I don't think I've been down there in a while, so maybe I'll do that. So that's going down the blue area. And let's try to make our way down there, but on the blue side. My favorite chicken fact is that there's an elevated road near LA where at some point a container of chickens spilled, and now there's a population of feral chickens living under there. Stripey is honey, mayor hives or wax. Okay. Good to know, thank you. I need you. I need you to cull my chicken population, please. I have way too many chickens. It's not okay. Come to me! Okay, so let's go down here. Oh, hello. I mean, I don't have anything to feed you with, but that's fine. I really don't need any money right now. Oh. I heard the sound of something falling. Okay. Alright, okay, so this is something that's... Oh wait, I don't know why I thought this was something new. It's not. It is not. Unless I can maybe get up higher here? No! Alright. You know what, let's just go home. What are you gonna be? You're gonna be... Okay, Buzzwax. Yeah, well... Oh, is that the honey that I dropped before? No, it's nothing. That's fine. Okay. Where am I going? Yes! Okay. What else can I do here is the question. I feel like I've come as far as I can go. So maybe I need to start exploring here a little bit more, see if I can get past this area. Okay. What was up there again? Oh. That was like a way to warp back? Oh no, it was just a hole! Ah! Where? It was a hole that went nowhere, wasn't it? Okay, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just gonna go back home. You like the tar theme? I mean, it happens quite a lot. At least when I'm playing. Because I don't look after these slimes at all. I'm terrible. I have a very hands-off approach, you know? Wait, the warp thing is there. So... Ah, okay, yep. Cool. Away with me! Okay, so... Now... Back home. Oh, they're so pretty. Not very... Oh, jeez! Oh my goodness, okay. Ugh. What was the thing that we uncovered over here? Was it like a door that opened to somewhere interesting, or... No, it was just an unlock sort of thing. They're everywhere now, have you noticed? Like, at the start of the game, there were not that many tars just jumping around the place. Where am I? I have gone not home, okay. So my home is this way. They're very creepy, those tars. Very well designed. Aha, here we go. Yes. And that can't go back, so we'll put that there and we'll put that there. Fauna East my nectar. There we go. Don't ever need that. Okay, so... There we go. Feed my pretties. There's really no point in farming most of these. Like, there's very little payoff I get. No! Oh, I don't want you to fall out of the thing. There we go. Alright. The thing that I find difficult in games like this is just the fact that you need to keep track of multiple things at the same time, which, you know, as someone with ADHD, I've come to understand is something of a weakness of mine. Oh wow, that's a lot of unused plorts. Oh, and you're almost out of foods. Oh, right, it's been giving out food this entire time. Whoops. So, heartbeats, let's plop them in there. And we'll put you in there. And then I will throw these hunters in there to hopefully... Oh my god, it's gotten worse! Oh wow. What have I done? I just need to, like, let the hunters run amok, because this is ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. I just... Oh. Why did I ever think this was going to be a good idea? I need to... There we go. So at least I'm picking up some shit while I'm doing it. I made such a huge mistake with this. I thought, you know, oh, this will be kinder. A kinder way to feed the crowds. It just takes so much time to do anything here. Swimming like it, swimming in chicken like Scrooge McDuck. I'm trying to get my collection of sea hens up, because I feel like they're very underrepresented here, and that makes me sad. Well, I'm gonna participate in some eugenics here, and I apologize. Oh, wow, that's a new look. Did you eat? Oh, it's because you're all exploding everywhere. Oh, you're all really hungry. What makes you... Oh, it's because all your friends eat all your food. That's why. Oh, wow. Okay. I guess I've been away for a while. Yeah, that's me engaging in some light eugenics. Oh, look at that. Apparently we had more chickens to feed them. I know, right? Let's get more stony hens. I don't know why I'm feeding them stony hens, because they like the brown ones in the middle most. Oh, okay, that's... Oh, now I have to really slowly get... Oh! Oh, why did I do that? Oh, Cavi. I should probably collect some of my water plorts as well. Maybe the stern hens make them calm down. You know, no one's ever figured out, I need to think of how to phrase this. No one's ever figured out, how stone hens came to be. I don't know if that's scanned or not, but I'm happy with it. It is a lot of chickens. It's destroying my CPU. Like, they go all the way down here and just like... it's a cesspit of just chickens that aren't gonna be eaten. These things do not produce very much. It's like they produce like 3 plorts each, and then they're like, nah, I'm not gonna shit for a while. I was kind of hoping I'd come down to like a lake full of plorts, but no. Three each, and then you're done. Absolute garbage. Okay. I can't believe the chickens have made it this far down. Ridiculous. I can't even walk through here anymore. Ah! Absolute worst. I can't get enough hunters. Like, how many hunters is going to be enough to, you know, sustainably manage this population? I do not have biodiversity in this area. Oh, good. Here we go. I can move again. Oh no! Did I just do that with all of them? Because that was very silly of me if that was the case. Lovely. Okay. Now. What do we do? Have we got another email? I think we have. Oh, exciting. Please let me use robots now. Yes? Hey, B, I have something for you to try, and to be honest, if it works, I'm gonna be super creeped out. I've created a blueprint of a key, a special archive key for the drones you've been finding. If any archival data exists in them, this should be the way to access it. Oh. Okay. I say should because I actually have no idea. But if those drones are from the pages of my own journals, well, this key is how I would access the archives if I ever built anything like them. I know this hardly makes any sense, but I need you to try it. If it works and an archive exists and it somehow allows you to understand what's happening on that island more than you do now, well, I'm happy to have been able to help you. I kinda owe you one still, right? Do you? I didn't say that. Just make the stupid key and don't tell me yet if it works or not. Because if it does, I really don't think I'm ready to deal with knowing that. Later, Tater. And good luck. Oh, 5 seconds. Herbie, glad I was able to catch you. I have some big news to share, and this rock isn't exactly bustling with folks whose ears I can bend. Hobson and I have been thinking a lot about what new adventure is next for us. Sorry, this is going to be really noisy. I'm just going to close this thing of bread. Oh, I just remembered I have a cake. We've been reading each other's travel journals, trying to find places neither of us have been. But even though we found some, none of them were really calling to us. Maybe things were finally slowing down for us? Then we got to talking and came to realize that what we would love more than anything right now is just being here with one another on my ranch. This ranch was one of the first on the far, far range, and we both learned so much, so I started talking about maybe passing all that on to someone. So Hobbs and I have decided to start a family, Bee, and for the first time in so long as I can remember, I'm scared. Hobson and I are both so independent, we don't know the first thing about being parents, let alone raising a kid on the far, far range. But I love that old coot, and the thought of seeing a little one looking back at me with his eyes makes me smile. I think that alone makes me feel like I'd move a mountain to make this happen. So I've got some work to do here, so much to get in order. Thanks for hearing me out, Bee. Sometimes just sharing your fears with someone makes you feel like you're no longer alone with those fears. Take care, Bee. Oh, I wasn't sure what her age was, but I would have assumed that, I guess they could adopt. Don't want to presume someone's age based on the fact that their hair is grey, but... Okay, let's make that... Ooh! What? Why does that look like that? Oh, it's because I can make that. Aha, I have enough stuff. I just have enough stuff because of this stream. Are you sure? Oh, wait. Utilizes Miles Tech decryption algorithms to unlock access to archive logs on research drones. Let's do it! Okay. Wait, is there anything else? No. Oh, this is exciting, because there's one right near Chicken House. It's up there. Okay, does everyone want to enjoy the view? Wait, that's not the view I'm talking about. Yeah, you see, it's starting to struggle. That means we're getting close. Savannah! Look at that. Look at this hell that I've created. Shocking. Okay, so let's try and access the... Accessing G-Log. Let's use that. I had the drones rebuild the conservatory exactly as it was before. I was so happy to see it standing there again, its glass filtering the beautiful daylight of this magical place. When it was done, for a moment I almost thought things were back to normal. I thought maybe I could just walk inside and start again like nothing had happened. And though I know that's not the case, it was still so nice to finally be home again. Okay, so let's click that. Oh! I got the idea for this conservatory from a history book I had as a kid. I thought it was so lovely, the way that you could be inside it, but feel like you were in the world outside at the same time. I wish I had something like this back home. Maybe then I wouldn't always have had to run off to look for plants and mushrooms. Maybe I would have been closer to them. That's like a secret log. So now we have to find all these ones again. I'm not gonna remember where they all are. Still, you know, that's something for us to do in a subsequent stream. Ah! Oh, also, I think I fabricated... Yeah, gadget mode. Something here? E. Oh, that's the home portal. I haven't made the one that goes to the crystal thing. Okay, let's go back into regular mode. So I want to get that extra warp tower thing up. No, this one. A teleporter that hacks the ancient warp network on Rainbow Island, allowing one-way travel to Starlight Strand. Okay, good. Let's do that. Have you made new friends in Germany? I have, yes! In fact, I made a bunch more today as well, which makes me very happy. We had an orientation for the people doing World Heritage, so I got to meet some new German and international students. So it's exciting. It's always nice to meet new people and especially sort of find out where, you know, what context they're coming from. Because, like, so many people, like, you know, there are so many different reasons for people to get interested in heritage studies. Okay, so let's... Our new mission... Oh. Robot? I wonder how we can... Aha! I knew it. Okay, so we need hunters. Which means I probably have to go back home. Which is fine. I can do that. Okay, back we go. So where am I? Okay, I'm back here. I'm starting to orient myself a little bit, but oh! Okay, I was so in over my head when I first started here. I remember hauling Jellystone back to the conservatory by hand because I was so excited. Breathless and sweating, I was going about everything all wrong, but I was happy. There's little time now, so I'll need these refinery links if I'm going to be efficient. This time I'm going to do it right. I just found my first slime fossil on the island. It looks like such a happy little thing. You know, we still have no idea how these are formed. We can travel across the stars in the blink of an eye, but we don't know how this goofy face ends up on in a rock. I think that's quite reassuring, really. I'm glad this world still has its mysteries to share. Okay. So that's something... Ooh! Yes, please? No! I'm just slowly being attacked. That was scary, actually. Why am I going back? Oh, because I'm getting a thingy. I'm getting a... Oh. I will take that, please. No! Yes! Give it to me! Going back home. And I'm gonna get a hunter plort. I'm also gonna feed my pretties. Any more mint mangoes from my little friends? These ones seem a little ripe. Does anyone, like... I don't know about you, but mint mango does not sound appealing to me. Like, mint and mango as separate flavors, like put together, it's not appealing to me. I can't imagine a world where those two flavors are, you know, appetizing together. Oh no, we're gonna have to venture into hell, everyone. Chicken hell. I don't like mangoes, so it can only get better. Sounds odd, but you try it. Yeah, I'd probably try it too. Maybe it'll be refreshing, who knows? Okay, I just need one plort, and then I can leave this horrible place. Oh, jeez. Okay. Out I go. Yes. So over the next week or so, I'm going to figure out, you know, a regular streaming schedule, so it's not going to be so impromptu. I hope that's good news for people. I know it's kind of annoying when someone just starts streaming out of the blue. Okay. Yes! And all that does is it just means that I can, like, walk across here. Which, I mean, it doesn't take very long to get there, but I suppose it's good for something. I have no idea. Okay, well, I've done that now. So I'm just gonna go back. And I'm gonna go to the other place and go as far as we can go. And then maybe call it a night from there. There we go. Wait, where's the link? Oh, it's up here. Oh wait, what's that? Oh, whoops. Okay. Well, I'm glad I noticed that. Could have gone either way. Oh, look at that slime just hanging out there. Wait, where am I? Is this where I wanted to go? No, it's not. Ah! Went to the wrong place again. I guess I go across here then. Ah, it's that one. Okie dokie. Okay, folks, let's see what other mysteries there are to uncover. I mean, probably next time I'm gonna have to, like, check all those drones. Like, find and check all the drones. So I think I need to go down here. So I'll just keep going straight ahead and hope for the best. I feel like in this game, because of the fact that you don't learn to fly until later on, probably staying as high as possible is good practice for this game. Can I go up that high? I wonder if I can, like, go over. No, okay, well, that's fine. Wow. That got me very far. Oh, it's another one of these. Okay, so let's access that log. I know I'm on a mission here, but that doesn't change anything about these geezers. They're still fun as heck. I think I can afford a few minutes for a splash like the old days. Yahoo. Okay. Well, I'm glad I checked. Let's wait till that goes up. Oh, no. Okay, it's fine. I don't care anyway. Oh, that's right. That was like a warp thing, wasn't it? Okay. And that's just a... Okay. Yeah, I'm going in the wrong direction again. I need to be going this way? No, this way. More or less. Okay. Oh, okay. I wondered what that bat was for a sec. Okay. I know what that is. Oh, I don't think I've, like, plopped across on the corals like this before. It's kind of cool. I mean, I guess this is the end of that particular area, but cool. Oh, I see some sparkling trees up there. Alright. Uh-oh! Am I going in the right direction to where I want to be going? No, I'm not, but I kind of want to see these rings again anyway. Pausing the stream again? Oh, good. I'm glad we're back. Not good that there was a pause in the stream, but yes, I'm glad you all stuck around. Thank you. I apologize for that. I blame German internet. At least they're quick, you know? They're quick and they come back. As opposed to, like, you know, ending the stream entirely. What is that? Oh! Hello there! I never managed to conclude if the Prisma waves caused all this lava to erupt to the surface, but I believe it did. The rainbow grass and iridescent rocks, all lovely to see, and the ecosystem seems to coexist with it to some degree. But this lava, this is the breaking point. I guess it started like it always does. Creeps up a few degrees over the years and you hardly notice, and then one day you realize you're cooking. I wish I had a dog to pet right now. I think I need to just sit here for a minute or three to catch my breath and collect myself. I was careless, too busy marveling at the tropical foliage here, and the geyser shot me into the air, almost dropping me right into a pit of lava. Sometimes I worry I took on too much here, that I'm not ready to be on my own. What? So far, I have not learned anything that I feel is crucial to understand in order to progress this story, but who knows? Who knows? I'm back? It took that long for me to come back? Oh, geez. I apologize, everyone. It's really frustrating. Alright. What's that over there? Is that a geyser? Where are we going? Oh, wrong way. That's... Oh, I see. Yep, okay. So we're trying to get down there. I wonder if I can make it over there. Yes, yes! Look at us. Just in time. I wonder if I can fly through the lava. Oh, it took some time for you to read my "you're back" message there. Oh, I see. It's more than likely due to my own lack of concentration. Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna assume that was a bad. Oh! That wasn't open before? I don't think. Oh, yes, it was. But this was as far as I got, anyway. Okay. So, hopefully this will provide some more information. This gate is still sealed too, so I really must have been the first to enter it since it was abandoned. It was here that I had my first doubts. I thought I was talking to engineers, problem solvers, people who could fix what I found. But once we left the labyrinth and met up here, I saw they were smiling. They were excited at the sight of opportunity. The company had sent their money people, not engineers. I don't think they had even considered stabilization. It wasn't long before it all commenced. And here we are, back at Ember Valley? The labyrinth must wrap around most of the island. Geez, how long was I even in there? Next time I'm definitely bringing lunch. And an extra fork. In any case, I need to rest up and head right back in there. This is starting to feel like a truly amazing scientific and historical discovery. I need to make some calls. Okay, well that's ominous. So apparently there's like a labyrinth that wraps around the underside of the island. So a labyrinth, because we entered the labyrinth like over there. So, or did we? Why don't we end the stream over here? Because I don't know what that is. So the fun thing is that's going to involve some navigation on my part! Okay. Hello, chicken. May as well pick up some of this. I can see something that's sort of sparkling. Probably just this kind of thing. What is that? Oh, primordial oil. Okay, it must have been something that I tried to pick up before, but then I like that it keeps all your resources that you drop, so I can probably find that honey again somewhere. Okay, I guess I'm going up now. Where am I going again? I'm trying to get down here, so I need to go back into that cave. Yeah, yes! Did we already talk to that one? Yeah, we did. Not that we're talking to them. Alright, let's make our way around. Oh, it's up there. That's cool. Okay. Okay, can't go that high. That's annoying. But from here, I can. So that seems like a fun place to go to. There, look at me. Jumping and getting around. Let's go as high as we can go. Nice. Alright, okay. Yeah, I probably started flying at the wrong time. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, so this is interesting. I think. just a circle. I wonder what if something used to be here. If I go down there. Is that a place that I've been to? It is. Okay, so I should probably stay up here while I can. I don't know where anything is anymore! Okay. Okay. Bigger. What's that? Ooh! Anything interesting around here besides death? So that's where I was. So far there's nothing that's particularly outstanding in terms of what is or was here. So why don't we go down this way? Don't remember that archway. I mean, I probably do. What is that? Is that a diamond? Oh no, just more of that stuff. Oh, the water, like the nice water, looks really nice. I don't really remember. Oh. I'll get me some of that. And is that like an odd onion? Yes. Surely those are valuable. I'm gonna go the naughty way. Oh, hello. Oh, the music changed. Did it? And I think we're on the way home. I assume this looks homey. So basically, until we, I guess next stream we can be trying to find all of the little extra bits of information. And hopefully that will lead us to some more story. Because I've certainly explored, like, as much of the area as I can, I think. For the time being, which is nice. And I know this game is in early access, so it's sort of hard to know whether you know, that's all that they've made so far or what, but... Okay, so let us deposit our wares. I feel really bad for these slimes, you know, I don't really like the idea that they should be held captive like this. No, it's just early release right now. I mean, early access. But, I mean, it seems pretty polished. I reckon, anyway. Like, the original game was more or less, you know, sandboxy in terms of story, from what I remember. It was probably more story than I remember. Let's get rid of them because I don't want them. Let's get money from that. I think think the rest of the game is pretty much just like going around and unlocking all of the those little balls with information and stuff in it. Unless there's some new stuff here, because I don't remember there being anything here. Yeah. Just takes you to different areas of this place, which isn't particularly intriguing. Alrighty. I honestly don't even remember if the first game had a story or anything. I was just walking around enjoying the scene and collecting cute slimes. Yeah, like from my memory as well, that was sort of like the main appeal of the whole thing. Just collecting little slimes. Like there were certain things that you could achieve. And there was a storyline that you sort of unlocked. I do remember there was, as part of the storyline, you uncovered like a sort of mysterious thing. Like, I remember there being a puzzle solving component, which really frustrated me because I'm not very good at puzzle solving. That's just the kind of person I am. But besides that, I don't really remember anything in the way of a story. Just more like you unlock different things and there's a storyline about like a long distance relationship that had to end or something. Way more money than I need. It's depressing. If there's anything I can activate here, I can just get additional storage. Sure, why not? Okay, so that's all I can do here. I can probably remove that. Like, but I will probably put more slimes in eventually, so I might... No, I'm not going into that place because that is CPU death right there. Go into one of the other places that I have not filled with chickens. It's quite nice, huh? Oh! There's a robot. Let's find the robot. Oh, too high! I remember feeding one of the big slimes until it blew up, then I found another one that wanted chickens and gave up because I was lazy. I mean, same really. Ugh. Okay, let's see what you have to say, my friend. Ugh. Oh, mushrooms, my first love. I still remember the day Mum told me that they aren't actually plants. I couldn't believe it. Are they not actually plants? After I got that field guide, I would always sneak into the forest with my grandma's old suitcase and collect as many as I could. When she found out, Mom was so upset. I think she was more upset about grandma's suitcase than anything else. I didn't know it was special to her. Oh good, I was looking for a place to store all my giant mushrooms anyway. I bet Dad would have laughed at that one. I guess that was a joke. Wait, have we... Oh, no, we're good. Apparently mushrooms are indeed special. Okay. I'm gonna have to read up about mushrooms after this stream. Still, let's see what can I do here that I haven't already done. No. No, there's not really anything that I particularly care to build here, so I suppose for the time being I'll just call it a night. Yeah. Awesome. Well, Unless we've received a new email. Oh, we have! We received a new email. Let's read this and then finish off. They're like a third group of life. Oh, that's fascinating. Hello, Beatrix. Guess who's the luckiest person in the galaxy? You are, because you've got a gift from the Mochi Miles. I'll let that sink in. Go ahead and sit if you need to. Violet swirl shrimp. Great. Thanks for giving me a mushroom. You know, B, they say the best gifts come from the heart. This one came from a store, but close enough, right? Oh, advanced Gordo snare. What the hell? What is an advanced Gordo snare? Very intriguing. Wait, what have I done? I've just... Maybe we should get like a sound alert for German pause, given that it seems to happen so frequently. German pause, German pause. Are we back? Oh! Into the fire with you. Here we go. I assume we're back now? We're back? Okay. Oh, that took a little while, didn't it? Very annoying. Okay, well, anyway. I'm gonna see if I can get a sound alert for German pause. Maybe I'll get one of my German-speaking colleagues to record something. That might be fun. Oh, gee. Look at all this. Oh, all this stuff I have to do. For my captive slimes. Okay. Awesome. I will save and quit there. Quit. And why do you have the big plorts? Aren't they bad? No, the big plorts aren't quite bad. They're your message takes a long time to show up on the stream. It's probably due to my internet, not yours. The big plorts are good. I mean, the big slimes are good if it's just two varieties. But if they mix with another variety, then they're bad. So, just so you know. I was back for a little while before your message arrived. Interesting. We must investigate this in future streams. Speaking of which, now that I have got some free time because I'm not like bloody working all the time. Yeah, I will try and work on getting a streaming setup that doesn't look like garbage. And I'll start organizing the Nerpathon as well, because I'm very excited to do that again this year with Jasper, who I haven't seen in like 3 years? 2 or 3 years. It's been a long time since I've seen Jasper, so it'll be nice to get back to Belgium. Anyway, yeah. Oh, and I just realized I could have put on Buncam today. We can start doing Buncam from next time. And by next week, I will also figure out a more regular streaming schedule so that if you particularly want to catch all my streams, then you'll know, what time that's going to happen. Awesome. Alrighty, take care, everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm way too tired to raid anyone today, so I'm just gonna leave. I'll catch you all later. Ciao, ciao.